Okay, it's Dynamite here. I just thought I'd do my first video entry on my hydrogen fuel cell or water fuel cell. I'm using one of Stan Meyer's schematics that I found a diagrammed description for on one of his patents. So I've got my little black box here. This box isn't quite complete yet, hence why nothing's really screwed in or really mounted properly onto this prototype PCB board. But I've got my transformer there to give me 15 amps 15 volts output, and you can see the rectifier behind there. That's then going to be regulated into 12 volts and 5 volts. After I've got the voltage regulation circuit, that will then power this section along here, which is a bit of a jungle under all the wires, but I don't have all the high spec gear just yet. That's running 3 decade counters, a hex inverter and a 555 timer chip. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I guess I'll work out what these the 4-position switch and the potentiometer are for once I get it all up and running. I'm hoping to have this board finished in the next week or so before moving on to building the VIC, voltage intensification circuit. And after I've got that going, I'll be doing some oscilloscope testing and seeing what sort of frequencies I'm getting out of it, and finding out exactly the ins and outs of the circuit so I can fully understand it. Before we move over here, and I've got a large piece of plexiglass here, or acrylic or perspex, that I'm going to cut down to shape and then run my tubes through, make that my cell. From what I've worked out, I should be having my cell height at 900 millimeters, probably a little bit less. I might go for 850, just so I can take a couple of inches out of the top there and give me a bit of spare. And it's 120 millimeters by 120 millimeters square. So that going well. Down here I have my cathode, or is it anode? I haven't quite got those two mastered just yet. This is my negative pipe, or inside diameter pipe, kindly supplied by my father. Just got told not to ask where he got it from, so I didn't. Fathers being those wonderful helpful people they are, also he figured this 1/2 inch piece would do well for my external pipe, and then this piece in here, the gap in there is actually too small. I can't even use insulation tape to stop it shorting out. Hopefully you can see that. So that's going to be a bit of spare rod I've got. I might use that for some connections. I also had another idea. I've got a small offcut of that 1/2 inch bar, and I was thinking about making the world's smallest fuel cell. Probably be 1/2 an inch wide and about 2 inches long. So I figured I might rig that up and have a play with it, and also use that as some small baseline testing for whether long tubes or shorter tubes of the same area would be more effective. So I'll wire it up in the small way, do some tests, and cut it down to 10mm blocks or 10mm rings, wire it all up again and see if I get a increased output. So there's my circuit. I'll just show you a quick picture of my technical assistant, or at least he thinks he's an assistant. I'm not too sure on that one just yet. And good luck, best of all your build projects going on out there, and I'll try and keep you posted on what I'm doing.